compare with what we have in India. So you have the partition generation, that's Lata Mangeshkar's first tweet. So if you look at the way she has done her tweet, it's like writing a letter. So Namaskar, Adab, Sat Sri Akal Ji, hello. Then we have the transition generation, Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan. Look at their tweets, they are slightly more evolved. Hey baby, made it on Twitter, yeah, sorry, just got carried away, safe onward flight and love. If you look at Shah Rukh Khan's first tweet, it says, hi everyone, being extremely shy. I never thought I would be here, but my friend K. Johar insisted that I should learn to share my life. You can see the tone changing over time. And now you have market generation and we're saying, hello, check. So the generations have changed over time. And the Indian millennial from 97 to now is looking at 3 or 4 life mantras. One is, I feel the pursuit is that of staying happy, life has to be unboring, live, let live, and unlearning is important. So these are their life mantras, but there is a little bit of a twist to the millennial, because while they are large in size and the species occurs everywhere in India, there are aspects of them which are different. Jayan earlier talked about the regional context. So just look at some of the social context that we have. I'm not spending too much time here. Social context is one where the opposite is also true. So if you look at a 28-year-old, whether in a small town or a big town, one millennial might be working because she has no other option. The other millennial might be working because she feels it creates self-respect. So those are the kind of mindsets that we have, and I'm going to just touch upon one about how, while the global millennials are of a particular type, the Indian millennial might be slightly different. There is a superimposition, and all of my friends over here are going to explain to us what are the aspects of the Indian millennial that they stay in touch with. Unfortunately, I don't think this is also going to be heard. Can you try? No? Basically, these are the millennials who got that Mac with a little bit of a treat, and therefore they have named their child the same name as the person from McDonald's. So they are naming their child Gajodhar because the person who served them. So the Indian millennial is far more value-oriented than the rest of the world. Here is some, if you look at the right-hand side, unlike in the West, most stay with their parents, 86% want to preserve traditions. So what I just showed you, that bargain and thrift is an Indian value. We want to save money all the time, and we have Indian and English as the SMS lingo. Some of the things that are happening now, which all of us are aware of, is that the 3 V's, as we say, the 3 V's that are creating the digital revolution in India are voice, vernacular, and video. So the Indian millennial is using the 3 V's to the hilt. I'm going to now introduce to you the 4 insightful marketers who are going to explain how they approach this elephant. First is Suparna. Can I have a round of applause for Suparna, Chief Sales and Marketing Officer title. Suparna has a degree in electrical engineering, MBA from IIM Calcutta, was the global marketing head for Titan, then regional business head for Titan Company Watches Junior Eyewear, now Chief Marketing Officer for Watches and Accessories, ex-HUL, Talisman Corp, Urban Brands, avid reader and traveler. Suparna, any tips on how to travel in India?
I think you should just go with the flow. Don't plan too much.
Don't plan too much. Yes, Sarvesh. One round of applause for Sarvesh. 20 years in Tata Steel, managed diverse products, cement, steel in various forms, packaging products like tin plate, creator of a professional distribution network concept unheard of in steel business. As you know, most of people think of steel as a commodity, think of cement as a commodity, think of wood as commodity. And converting a commodity into a brand is a Herculean task. So I think we have a lot to learn from Sarvesh. Creator of the campaign We Also Make Tomorrow. Most of you must have seen this. Ajay Kakkar, Chief Marketing Officer of Aditya Birla Capital. Ajay is unique because he's been on both sides of the table, from the client side as well as the agency side. So he was Executive Director at O&M for 14 years, financial practice and PR, office bearer of various organizations in Mumbai and elsewhere. So AMFI, SEBI, PRC, Advertising Club of India. I was asking Ajay to tell me something personal about himself, and he said, I work so that others can play, and therefore I really have nothing very interesting to say about myself. Abhijit Bhattacharya, he's here, leads marketing and NPD. NPD, Abhijit, is what? New products, yeah. I am Ahmedabad, ITC Cadbury, amateur photographer published in Lonely Planets magazine, quizzer and quiz winner. That's why he did not participate in that whole quiz, because he would have ended up getting all the awards. So I'm going to now request each one, starting with Suparna, to talk about how they look at millennials. And you have some films to show. So she's going to talk about what aspect of the millennial they tap into when they are doing their ads.
Good morning. It's really great being here. I think Calcutta Kolkata is a place very close to my heart, and I take every opportunity. I don't miss a single opportunity to come here, and this was probably such a great opportunity for me to share and learn. I think what we heard in the morning, the Amul case, was just fascinating. I learned a lot. I'm going to talk to you about millennials through the story of Fast Track. How many of you have heard of or owned or seen Fast Track, the brand Fast Track? Great. So there are some people who haven't, and we will quickly educate them on Fast Track. Fast Track is a youth fashion brand. There are different categories. It has watches, which is the main part of Fast Track. There are bags, backpacks, belts, wallets, sunglasses, and frames. So it is a fairly comprehensive youth accessory fashion brand, and it has been around now for about 20 years. And the journey of Fast Track is interesting because it has always been squarely focused on young people. This brand, it used to be a sub-brand of the main brand Titan, and it became a separate sub-brand around 2003-04. And so it's been so many years in which generations of people have come into Fast Track and moved out of Fast Track. We think that people who are around 20 to 22 are the ideal consumers of Fast Track. There are a lot of 13 and 14-year-olds who aspire, and there are a lot of 30-year-olds who continue to use, but really we are razor-sharp focused on the 20-year-old. And today's topic, which is about millennials, is actually on that 20-year-old. So when this brand was launched in 2003-04, the 20-year-old then is actually much older now. You can imagine it has been almost more than 2 decades. So it's moved on. But the point is, that generation had a certain attitude towards life, towards themselves, towards the opposite sex, towards ambition, and that has actually shifted, and I'll quickly take you through how that shift has happened over the years. So if you can play the video 1. This was actually, in a way, the video the ad that launched last year.
Simi?
Yes, sir.
Raj? Yes, sir. Siddharth?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. लिस्ट की है।
So this is the generation then. As you can see, it's quite risque, it's cheeky, it's fun, it's humorous. There's a play on attraction towards the opposite sex. And yet it is in a larger social context where there are a lot of people and, it's fun. If this really shook up the Indian consumer market at that point, because it directly brought to the forefront the whole subject of sexual attraction among young people, and it was really taboo at that time. And there was a certain element of, I would say, rebelliousness, where all of these young women are actually, playing, quote unquote, with this young man. This was something that really worked for this brand, and of course it brought in an angle of being very edgy and very cool at that point. Cut to about 2008, 9, 10. By now, we realize that this generation was so, they were so influenced by the parental generation, and therefore there was an element of rebellion. By 2008, 9, 10, we realized that young people were absolutely comfortable with having relationships, and it was no longer a taboo subject. It was something that they were experimenting in a lot more. And this brand, while the core of it remained in fashion and affordable fashion, the brand attitude changed, and the tagline, "Move On," came here. The point here was that by this time, young people were looking at life with an eye on experimentation. That I must not get fixed. I must try out everything in life. I have to try on various things, and only then I will get the full joy of life. So if we can play the video number 2.
Okay. Gotta give a name to my little house. Gotta be better again, it's coming back to me now.
Move on.
So as you can see here, by this time, the 22-year-old is now perfectly okay with a lot of experimentation. Now move to, say, 2018, last year, 2017-18. Now what has happened is, and a little bit actually Kiran spoke about, is that strangely enough, youth has become more conservative instead of becoming more liberal. And there are a lot of different things that are happening in the world, in India, and the youth are now much more influenced by social media. So they all have two lives. One is the real life and one is the virtual life. And the real life is desperately trying to move up to the excitement and appeal of the virtual life. And this dichotomy in their heads has put in a spin into the whole relationship equation, which is what Fast Track has always played with. So you will see this in the video number 3. Can you play that, please?
Presenting the story of your life. Swipe right, that's right. Boy meets girl meets boy, first selfie. Hashtag. Sharing, 3 likes, 30 likes, she likes. Food bomb, food gas, Insta food, Insta ready. Sweet means no means stop, block, unfriend, or go. The end. Worst story ever. Let's start it over. Presenting the story of your life by Fast Track. Boy meets girl.
Hey,
Girl meets boy. Nice vibe.
cool shades.
Love the words.
Wanna see what else I got?
For real happy endings, shut the fake up. Watches, shades, bags, and more. From Fast Track.
So you see now here the dilemma of the whole generation has shifted to there's so much fake stuff going on online that and in order to have a real relationship, you actually have to give that up and have a real conversation with a real person of the opposite sex. So this has been the journey of Fast Track, and the last one is where the current youth, which is what we are defining as the millennial, is at, where they're rejecting fakeness, they're embracing authenticity. And this is the reality. All around us, we have young people who are seeking authenticity, not just in relationships, but in life, in their purpose of the work that they do, and in the impact that they can have in the world around them. So that's my little take through the story of Fast Track.
Just to remind you that we have 2 sessions. So this first session is about brands that are old, which have kept track with the changing consumer. So Suparna talked about how Fast Track has been around for 20 years. Some people stick to it, some people don't. Now I'm going to request Sarvesh to talk about an even older brand called Tata Steel and how they have managed to stay in touch with the changing consumer. Sarvesh?
I want the slides, please. Good morning. Great to have such a large crowd on braving the public holiday to be here. As Kiran said, I will talk about how a company which has been there for more than 120 years, so we completed 120 years, how it has not only stayed relevant, but has grown from strength to strength. And my 8-10 minutes of showtime would be to present the journey of the company for the last 120 years. So what I've done is that I've split my presentation in 2 parts. One is 1980, founding times to 1980. Second is beyond 1980. Now it's important to categorize it in such a simple way as to put it in 2 eras where the economy was closed and when the economy was slightly opening up. To start with, 1907, when the company was set up, by the people called Jamsetji Tata, founding father of Tata Group. Now, what is interesting to note is that time, 1907, when the plant started working in 1912, to set up a manufacturing setup